The Support Site Foundation presents this educational video for people and caregivers living with macular degeneration, or MACD, and struggle daily with low vision. The Support Site Foundation is here to help empower your voice to save sight. It is our main goal to be your resource for information and education about MACD. Our mission is to save sight for millions of people who suffer from age-related macular degeneration and lose their precious vision. As a 501c3 public charity, our goal is to provide patient education and access to low vision resources to help individuals, families, and caregivers whose lives are severely impacted. We place a high priority on connecting with people, their families and loved ones who live with the daily struggle of impaired vision. TSSF funds innovative vision research projects conducted by top scientists in the field who are on a path to discover effective new tools, technology, and treatment for people with low vision.
Hi everybody, my name is Marty Klein. I'm a blind veteran and I'm hoping to share some things today that will be inspiring for all of you. I will just begin by letting you know that I joined the military, the Air Force, in 1967, and I went to San Antonio for basic training and weather school up in Chanute in Illinois, and spent a couple of years as a weatherman in South Florida. And I was pretty happy, but one thing led to another, and I came down with this eye disease. I was discharged out of the military in May 1970. And within a couple of years, I lost all my vision completely. Obviously, it was pretty devastating to me, but I did my best over the next few years, but I really didn't know which way to turn. I didn't know how to have a life without sight. And I was always raised with the idea that if you're blind, you might as well give up because you're a burden to society and you're going to be useless. So that conditioning really rang true in my brain until one day I just got so upset with my own feeling sorry for myself, and I just said, so you're blind, so what? You still have a life. You have to find a way to bring meaning into this life of yours. And that was a big turning point for me. And from that point on, I started getting involved in trying to have a life, and I've had a wonderful life since that time. Done a lot of things, and I guess one of the things I want you to know is that Albert Einstein said that only when we first can accept our limits, then and only then are we able to transcend them. And this has been so true about my life. My life without sight today is so much better than my life ever was when I had sight. I would like you all to know that. I'm going to go over a few little introductory yoga things right now to give you all some idea of yoga and the value. I've always felt that yoga has been a blessing in my life, and anybody who gets involved with it, it could become a blessing for you. It could help strengthen and stretch your muscles, and it could help you feel empowered about yourself. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to, whatever chair you're sitting on, bring your butt to the beginning of the chair, not the back of the chair, and see if you can put your feet flat on the ground. Okay, now with your feet flat on the ground, if you can push into the ground with your feet, you'll feel your muscles, tightening and strengthening, and push in and let go, push in and let go. That's just a little beginning, okay? From there, we can go to our butt and our sits bones. They're called. They're actually, the word is the ischial-tuberosity, but there's two bones at the bottom of your spine. They feel like little ball bearings. They're round, and if you can roll forward on them, roll back on them a little bit, and get to a place where you're right in the middle, and then just breathe into your body and try to picture your spine elongating all the way from that sits bones all the way up to the top of your head. Okay, so from there, we're going to lift our shoulders just up to our ears slowly, and then slowly bring them down. Do that again. You get to feel the stretch and then letting go. And then you can do one shoulder up and down, the other shoulder up and down. And you can play with that. That's loosening the shoulders and the back of the neck muscles. The next, what we're going to do is we're going to slowly lower our head to look down at the ground. So as you're looking down at the ground, just let your head hang, and you can feel the stretch in the back of your neck. And now if you move your head a little to the left, you'll feel the stretch on the right side, and then move your head a little to the right, and you'll feel the stretch on the left side. That's another nice stretch. Now if you lift your head back up to normal, slowly rotate your head to the right as if you're looking over your right shoulder, just as far as you can, no stretching, no pushing. And then bring it back to center. And then move your head a little to the left. Again, look over your left shoulder. You can feel the stretch on your right side. And then bring it back to center. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to pick apples. You're going to take your hands, right or left, you can choose whichever first. I'll just start with my right. And as if there was an apple tree above me, I'm going to lift up to try to grab an apple off the tree. And then I'm going to use my other hand and stretch to get another apple off another part of the tree. And if you go back and forth like you're picking apples, you can feel the stretching in your back, your mid-back, your lower back, your upper back. It's a great stretch. One more time, one more apple. Okay. And then the last thing we'll do, we're going to clasp our hands and bring them up over our head as if we're in prayer position up here. And feel that stretch, the whole upper body, and then you're slowly going to bring it down, place the hands between your chest, and I will say, Namaste. I honor the divine that dwells within you. Thank you.